Today we're going to be talking about emissions and how we monitor emissions from space. And in particular, we're going to be talking about methane, which is a particularly potent greenhouse gas.
Potentially we can stave off some of the worst effects of climate change if we really collaboratively nail down on methane emissions globally in the next decade or so. The payback, if you like, the return on that is more considerable because it's a shorter-lived greenhouse gas. It's much more potent than CO2, but it's shorter-lived. So if we can really, turn the dial up, if you like, for want of a better term, on methane emissions, then there's a real benefit to society.
I think building on that as well, it's an interesting time for space, for emissions monitoring, in that space has become more accessible. So what would traditionally have been nationally funded international collaborations to access space is now becoming commercial initiatives. And so working with that sector to ensure that services, products offered are in keeping with quality infrastructure, there's a really interesting collaboration there.
A lot of policy decisions at government level are going to be based on that inventory data.
Right.
If that's showing you trajectories in a sector getting better or getting worse, then clearly that and there are inaccuracies in there. That's of concern. It's concern of everybody that has a vested interest in the greenhouse gas inventory.
Yeah. So better data, better decisions.
Absolutely.
Well, I also think there's the better implementation side as well. So Spence can tell me if I'm wrong from a regulator's point of view, but if your data is able to tell you, a resolution of 10 metres versus a kilometre, that's the difference between pinpointing one operator or another in terms of reporting and regulation. So that is a step change in order of being able to implement as well.